Hi, I'm Sam here. Second video at day. I'm going to tell you about another insurance claim that we've got at one of my properties. I just wanted to explain a bit of background stuff about it first. So, about a year ago, well, February 2018, we were getting one of those properties ready, commercial properties ready for new tenants. Somebody had said they wanted to rent a shop that we were using for storage, and it were going to be as offices, but we weren't using for storage. Now, on back at property, there's a double extension. Next door to the right, users upstairs, that's theirs, and it's their bathroom. Downstairs, it's our toilet and boiler room. And when I went in to start clearing everything out, I noticed that ceiling below bathroom was wet through, and all walls were wet through, and boiler had broke. And we informed I phoned insurance company up because I says I wanted to claim off the next door because it was their with their bath that were leaking, or something above that were leaking. So I phoned my insurance up, which were well, I'll not say who it is, but I phoned the insurance company up, and they said that we couldn't claim on their insurance because we've got to have notified them about the leak, and you can only do it retrospectively after 6 months if the leak's persistent and they've not fixed it after you've told them. So we rung Butchers up, residential, who were looking after it, and they contacted the woman. We told them that it were leaking, and they sent a woman out who said there were no up. I think she only must have looked in their bathroom, there were no leak. So we took ceiling down, and you could see what were causing leak, and it was a pipe that went from overflow to bath, and it had been bit by rats at some point, at some stage. I don't know when, because we've never had rats, but it had been bit. You could see it had been chewed, and when that were emptying, water were coming into the ceiling. Damaged boiler, damaged alt walls, damaged everything. So we told them what had happened, and just assumed they were going to get it fixed. They were selling property at the time. One was selling property. They had workmen in, which we just assumed were doing bath. So I fixed everything and did it out of my own pocket. So I got boiler fixed, had all electrics done, took everything out, dried everything out, and then reinstated it all, and then it redecorated, and then them that were gonna rent it give back word. But we eventually rented it out to a guy, and he rented it for a year, and then after a year he did a runner. So we went in to survey it because he left all his stuff in, and when I went in back again, I saw that ceiling were wet through again, but walls were even wetter. So I contacted insurance company again, phoned them, and they gave me a claim number, and they said I got to email them, but I got to contact the vendors, the new owners' vendors and letting agents, and tell them what had happened. So we contacted them, told them there was a leak, we're waiting for them to fix it now. So then I said, well, in my claim I want, because it's a year and it's happened again, I want money for the work that I did previously, and I want money for the damage that's been caused this time round. Anyway, I sent that sort of over 7 days ago, and I've only just had a reply today. And that was it. I sent my claim form off over 7 days ago, and then I've had a reply today from them 7 days later. And basically, these are loss adjusters, and it's worded as if they're not representing me. They're telling me all these things that could happen. They've worded it like my premium's going to go up and all this, because they've sent it out with paid premium, and now they're saying that my premium can go up. So I sent him a letter back saying, listen, this is the equivalent of a car going into back here on a car insurance. It's not your fault, and you claim off of their insurance, but they're saying that my premium might go up. Like, hang on a minute, why? We've escape of water's coming from their bath into ours. How's it our fault? So I sent him a letter back, and I sort of keyed in my insurance broker. Now he's read it, and he thinks same as me. The tone of the email is very, how can I say? You'd have to read it to see it, but it's a very, I don't know. It's not very helpful. It's not as if they're going to be representing me against their insurers, who they should be claiming off. It's as if it were our fault. So I sent him a letter, I sent him an email back, and our broker sent them an email as well, telling them he's not happy about the tone. And anyway, they sent a thing back apologising, and they've asked us for all this information, which I don't mind giving. I don't mind giving this information, but because the loss adjusters, they're looking for technicalities to get out of it, and I know straight away. I've dealt with them before. I've dealt with them loads of times, and I know what's happening. I know that they are looking for little technicalities, things that's not been put down right, so they can go, oh, your claim's invalid. You've done this, your claim's invalid. So I've been after clarification from this stage now. Everything in emails, everything in writing, noting of a phone. So they're having to send me clarification on what they're after, like, so and whether they're going to be representing me, whether my premium's going to go up, which it shouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, it's come from above. It's not come from. It's not to do with us. It's not one of our pipes. And at this point, they've not sent anybody out, so I've not touched ceiling. I've left it as it is. So it's all wet through. All walls are wet through. There's fungus growing. There's all sorts. But they're asking for dates now. So it's dates when I found it. Dates when tenant went out, agreements and everything. They're just putting obstacle after obstacle after obstacle in front of you. Now this might help claim to go to their insurance, which I don't mind, but the tone of the email is just it's what you'd expect from like a detective company, which is what loss adjusters are, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get out of paying out for insurance company, even though it's not their insurance company, it's another insurance company. But I mean, they're probably tied together. That might be a subsidiary of another insurance company, because Highways is it's not, by the way, that's not my insurance company, but just because Highways they're down as a letterhead as Highways, and there's another company which is Pucker, which is another company. They're both owned by LV, so they're both subsidiaries of LV, which not a lot of people know. So when if somebody with a Pucker insurance goes into back of somebody with an Highways insurance, they're claiming off each other, and there's just little things like that. So when you're doing your insurance claims, make sure you log everything and try and do everything right. But if you've got a gut feeling that things aren't right, they're probably not, and question it and make sure it's documented. So that's me documenting, and now I'm going home. I'm going to have to find out all this information, which is a ball ache. Times and things like that, and letters and all this sort of things. But I want to make sure it's right, and so we can get what's due to us, and what we've paid out and what we're about to pay out as well. Because there's going to be a loss of rent as well, because time it's taken them to fix it, we can't get anybody in, can't get it decorated. All downstairs at Young, it's all decorated, but the back end can't be done because upstairs has not been finished, because this pipe's not been fixed, and if it leaks again, then do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a minefield at the minute. So anyway, that's Damp Sam signing off about me insurance, and I'm gonna get it before it goes to thingy. Bye bye.